And hello, and welcome to Behind the Spires. I'm Ed, and this is...
I'm Molly, and we are your friendly city neighborhood employees.
Yes, come join us behind the Spires, where we will bring the business of Frederick forward, highlighting updates on Frederick's projects, policies, and events.
And each week, we're bringing a special guest with us behind the Spires, and this week is no exception.
No exception.
We have the lovely Jen and Anna from our Office of Special Events, the dynamic duo from the city who supports Celebrate Frederick. You guys might know about Celebrate Frederick.
If you're not watching this on video, catch our lovely mugs on YouTube at City of Frederick, Maryland. Of course, you can also listen to us Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon, and other podcasting services.
Yeah, like and subscribe, guys.
Yes.
A couple of things at the top before we jump into today's app. Do you want to give an update on the food bank?
Let's give an update on the food bank.
Okay, what do we got?
They need donations.
Yes.
You know, by donating, you can make a direct and meaningful impact on families, seniors, and individuals in need. Whether it's non-perishable food or hygiene items, every donation helps provide nourishment and hope to our neighbors. Non-perishable items include cereal, canned goods, and pasta. Hygiene items include razors, toothbrushes, towels, and shampoo. And you can donate directly to the bank on 14 East Allstate Street.
And good.
Canned goods.
Not just meat.
Not just meat,
as
like
we
I
might
said
have
last.
said.
But you know what? I didn't write that line.
No, I did. Okay, guys. Also, another shout out that was a very, very special event from last week. The African American Resource and Cultural Heritage Arch Center had a beautiful, beautiful groundbreaking on March 18th. It was the culmination of years of collaboration and vision to bring a vibrant space where history, culture, and education will thrive for generations to come. This future home of Arch is on 125 East Allstate Street. If you want to learn more about Arch and their mission, you're in luck. They are a welcoming, diverse nonprofit organization with a drive to make a difference here in Frederick. You can find out more about them at the Arch, or it's archsociety.org. So AARCH society.org. You can find out all about them. But it was an awesome event.
It was very nice out.
Yes, it was beautiful outside. We had our congressional representative. We had Jessica Fitzwater from the county. We had the mayor, and we had all of the folks, even some like founding members of Arch.
A lot of special people out there.
Yes.
A lot of great music by our one and only DJ.
You might know him as DJ Lazy River.
Not Flying Fish.
It was fun. We were dancing at the end.
Dancing. Cut to us dancing. But
definitely check out their website, and we will.
Here's the City of Frederick's Manager of Sustainability, Jenny Willoughby, with a water conservation tip.
Reduce or eliminate your lawn. This is a great way to reduce your water use outside by taking out the amount of lawn that you need to water and that you need to mow.
This April, join the National Mayor's Challenge for Water Conservation. Take the pledge today at mywaterpledge.com.
Wait, what's something that's like starts with a C?
C is for cookie. And welcome back. We have some phenomenal guests with us today. We have Anna and Jen.
And Anna and Jen are from Celebrate Frederick. We're so excited to have you because I think you might have the coolest job in the city besides us.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I think so.
So thank you for being here. Okay, so for anyone who doesn't know, Celebrate Frederick has been a big part of the city for decades. How would you describe its mission in like a sentence or two?
Yeah. So Celebrate Frederick, our mission basically is to nurture a strong sense of community through special events in the city of Frederick. So community is huge for us. It's our big motivator. It's what we keep at the center of all of our events.
And so you guys just throw like the big parties. But you do more than that. I don't want to like reduce it to just parties, right?
Right. We do. sort of large free community events are our bread and butter. We do have a couple of fundraisers thrown in there to help us keep the big events free. But yep.
Okay. So list a couple of them for folks who don't know. Like, what are some of the events you guys put on?
Like the big ones would be Frederick's Fourth and In the Streets and the Schrecengost procession, which is also part of the Holidays in Historic Frederick series. And then we have our summertime events like Summerfest Family Theater and the Summer Concert Series. And then coming up next is the Garden Tour.
Oh, yes, that's the next event. Very cool.
What impact do you think Celebrate Frederick has had on the community over the years?
Yeah, I think, like you mentioned, Molly, we've been around for decades. So it's just such a fixture in people's lives. We're kind of placeholders in the calendar for people. You know, they know summer's here when the summer concert series is back and people can go to the bandshell and have a free concert on a Sunday night. They know it's fall when In the Streets rolls around. So I think that's really cool.
Yeah, I think the first event that I did when I moved to this area was In the Streets.
How?
And I had no idea what it was about. Everyone's like, you're going in the streets. And I was like, sure. And I was blown away because it's like everything is there.
Yeah, it's huge.
How much planning goes into that? Lots. Okay, so talk to us about that. Like, what is the planning behind all of these big events?
So they're all annual events.
Okay.
But regardless of that, it still takes a lot of planning. So usually it's like a year out is when we start planning for the next year.
Really?
Yeah.
Yikes.
Just because, yeah, it's the two of us on the staff, but we work with so many other people for all of these events. So we have different committees made up of volunteers and board members. Our Frederick's Fourth Committee also has members of our local distilleries, and we also work with different city departments. So it's a ton of planning, a ton of communication. And then it gets down into, things that people might be more familiar with, which is like booking the bands and getting the food vendors registered and placing all the food vendors. So there are tons of moving parts. The long events, you also have to consider the schedule of events that we have going on. Some of the events are 8 hours long. Some of them are 9 hours long. So there's a lot that goes into it.
And I'm sure at the end, right when you think you have everything organized, you have someone be like, oh, I can't do it that day or something like that. Exactly. Oh my gosh, I don't envy that part.
Speaking of that, some of the stuff can be hard to plan and everything, but some of it is really exciting. Like, what are some of your especially meaningful events to you guys? For ones that are let's see, really difficult to plan and ones that you just enjoy to attend.
Yeah. Well, I think some of my favorite events are the holiday events. They're just so magical. They're not our largest events, but I think they really have a sparkle to them and they're really fun. Schrecengost is one of my favorites every year. It's a nighttime parade, which I don't think you see too often. So it's really a great backdrop with all the Christmas lights downtown and all of the kids dressed up as, snowmen or presents or really, really cute. It's just it's a really special event, and I think that's probably one of my favorites.
I love that, and it's magical. Who do you get to be Santa, or is that
Great secret?
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So there's no audition.
Never yet.
Listen, we would love to volunteers out of. I'm not kidding. Or do you have any reindeer?
Yes.
Okay,
Please.
okay, you could be Rudolph. I'll be Dancer.
Who remember that guy?
Okay, so talk to us about behind the scenes moments that people would be surprised to hear about. You don't have to do any trade secrets, but are there any behind the scenes moments you can share from the events?
Yeah.
I would say, maybe something that people don't really notice is that some of our events, we have to haul a lot of supplies, and it's just really the two of us.
That's a lot of work.
So for Frederick's Fourth, we do the peanut butter and jelly tent, which is you make your own fun, crazy PB&J. It's super cute, but we have to buy all the supplies for that. So, you'll see us at Wegmans with 50 loaves of bread and hundreds of mini marshmallows and 5 pounds of gummy bears. So that's something.
And people are looking at you like, what are they doing and doing?
Going on. I'm preparing for the bunker. I'm like, no, skip. So that's always kind of fun.
Just a typical Saturday night, if they ask.
So practically just throwing a party, the PB&J party. It's really just you two, with the city, and you guys support Celebrate Frederick. And then, so you guys really are doing planning
event like logistics, manual labor. Okay, so when I say most fun job, maybe no, that's just hitting it like so much. Amazing.
Now, Celebrate Frederick works closely with local businesses and volunteers. How important are these partnerships to making events happen here in the city?
Yeah, I mean, they're probably the most important because it is just Anna and I. We really rely on our volunteers, which we're so blessed to have amazing volunteers that donate their time to us. We have folks that help on the planning committees, like Anna mentioned, but we also have a lot of people that just come out the day of to help us. They donate a couple hours of their time. And there's just no way we could do some of these events without them.
Right.
And then the businesses too are such an important partnership. They help to fund some of the events through sponsorships. But then the events also give them an opportunity to really engage with the public in a meaningful way and share what they're doing. So it's just a great partnership for both of us. But we could absolutely not do these events without them.
And can you give an example of like any time a business or a volunteer like made a huge difference in the success of an event?
Yeah, there are so many to single out, but we were both in agreement right away.
Yeah.
We have one volunteer. His name is Jeff DePietro, and he is our food chair for Frederick's 4th. And essentially what that means is he is the person on site that all the food vendors check in with. So he is there the day before for hours, marking all the spaces in chalk, putting out all the signage all throughout the park. He's there to make sure that the food vendors park in the right place, answer any questions, gives them notice when the health inspector is coming. He's delivering ice to them all day long on the 4th. I mean, he is there for like 12 hours, and he is just incredible.
And so how did he get involved? How do people get involved? Do you put out calls like on your website, or how does that work?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we are always looking for volunteers.
Look, let me tell you, my worst are, address.
If there's an interest. Yeah, we have an amazing online system where people can register, and we pump out emails when we need folks. If we're looking for board members, if we're looking for committee members. So we really rely on that system a lot. But yeah, we have a great volunteer base. We actually have a volunteer committee made of volunteers.
Oh, really?
Whose job is to help us, organize, recruit new volunteers, thank existing volunteers. It's a huge part of what we do.
I want to do it. I want to not just be a reindeer, but I want to help. I'm like, because it is like the fun things that people know about Frederick is like the 4th in the streets, the Christmas stuff, the holiday stuff that you mentioned. Like that's what people kind of know Frederick for.
Yeah, and it's a good time. It's a fun volunteer gig, I have to say. I think people are out there having fun and you're helping them have fun.
Right.
So it's a feel-good opportunity for sure.
That's awesome.
Now, outside of like wrangling all the different volunteers and everything to help you guys out, like what would you consider like the biggest challenges in putting on these events?
You know what the answer should be saying.
We both talked about this earlier and came to the same conclusion. The weather, it's the trickiest.
Right. Oh my gosh, I can imagine. I'm like obsessed with the weather app just on a normal day.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Okay. So what happens? Are you checking it all the time, like making contingency plans?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it sort of depends on the event. Some events can be canceled, unfortunately, if the weather is really bad. Other events you really can't cancel. It's sort of just hunker down and wait till it passes. Those larger events, that's sort of the approach we take. But
can you remember like a time in recent memory when you just got like rained out or you had to like wait it out until the rain left?
Yeah.
But I'm like very like this bad look upon your face. You're taking me back. We're just talking about that. But that is so stressful because most of the events are outside.
Mm-hmm.
But even like for some of the holiday stuff, I think we had it. Didn't we have one of the things in the church across the street?
Yeah, that's the backup.
Yeah, exactly. So you always have like contingency plans, like if you can. Yeah.
Yeah, if we can. We've had some rainy in the streets before.
Right.
But fortunately, our folks the people that come to the events just love them. So, I mean, unless it's a torrential downpour, people still come out, which downstairs. I go, amazing, actually.
I really like that. So, like, what would be the most rewarding part of your job then?
Oh gosh, just having the people, I think, at the events, having people come up to us and just tell us um, if they're having a great time, if it's something where, we've heard that, oh, I came to this as a kid. Now I'm bringing my kids. That's always fun. Yeah.
I really love that.
Yes, we do too. And then, of course, like after the fact, when we're checking in with our vendors or our sponsors, or just having them tell us that, hey, this was really impactful for us. We got to talk to this many people and we, made this many contacts. So, really knowing that we're making an impact for our partners and creating memories for people that come, I think are the best parts.
I didn't even think about that part of like the vendors also getting, like you said, like contacts and their name out there. Like I'm thinking of it from like the residents' point of view, but it is just like a great like love fest where we can like share contact information.
Right.
That's really awesome.
Oh, yeah. With all these big events and everything, has there been any unexpected moments that stick in your head? Any surprises that are just like you'd love to tell everybody about?
Minus the rain.
Like,
I would say traditionally in past jobs, for me at least, when you're in operations, it tends to be a thankless job in the sense that when things go right, no one notices, and that's good. And when things go wrong, everybody notices.
Right.
And that is not the case with this job. I feel like we get a lot of really great feedback from people. Like for the summer concert series, when people hear a great band, they come up to us at the info booth and they're like, who is this band? So it's nice to get that reassurance from them that, we're programming interesting acts, but it's also great for the bands too, because it gets some exposure.
Right. Oh, that's really great that you get like good feedback, not just like when things go bad. That's what we're saying. So we do have the 250th anniversary of America coming up, our big 250 con that we're going to be celebrating all next year. What events or like celebrations can residents expect?
Yeah, well, I mean, Frederick's 4th is sort of one of the big ones in our calendar. So we are on notice of the big anniversary, and our committee is thinking about how to go bigger and better than before to just celebrate on that day. So we're definitely, that's in our playbook of what we're thinking about. But in terms of throughout the rest of the year, like we're excited to kind of work with the city's 250th anniversary committee to kind of see how we can incorporate some fun things into what we're doing with our other events. So
this is like a big teaser. Like if you like the 4th in Frederick normally, next year it's gonna be bananas.
right?
Get the book, it's set the land. We're psyched about it. It's like a big party. Let's go.
A lot of fun.
Yes.
If you could create a brand new event, regardless of any budgets, here in Frederick, what would it be and why?
Well, we actually do have a newer event. So most of our events have been around for decades. But just a couple of years ago, we started a new event called the Bootleggers Ball.
Oh, right.
Yeah, which is super fun. 1920s speakeasy themed event. We've partnered with Union Mills Public House, which is an amazing space.
Right.
So that's kind of a one we're really excited about right now.
Super cute. And do people dress, I haven't been, do people like dress up flappers and pinstripes and like the whole nine?
People are serious. People are
serious. Yes, that's awesome. So while you're here, what is the next event on the calendar for 2025? Here's your time to plug.
The garden tour.
Tell us about it. He said, what is the garden tour?
That is on May 17th and 18th.
Okay.
From 1 to 5, so Saturday and Sunday. And we had 10 gardens featured on this tour, a mix of private and public. Some of them are even downtown businesses like the Ordinary Hen is featuring their garden. And it's a great way to explore downtown Frederick and Baker Park area and enjoy a beautiful spring day and see some gardens.
Okay, so I've never been on it, but I'm gonna go this year. Do you like just show up and start walk? Is it a walking tour? Like what is the tour part of the garden tour?
You can take it.
Sure. So they do. It's self-guided. So tickets will go on sale the first weekend in April.
Okay.
You can snag your tickets. It'll have a map in the middle of it that will show all the garden locations. And then you're on your own during those windows to tour in whichever way you'd like with your groups. This year, there is some driving that will be part of the tour, not purely walking, but we have a great variety of gardens this year. Some are really showstoppers, so I would highly recommend.
Let's go. I'm like, everything you guys have been saying, I'm like, I want to do that. I want to volunteer. I want to go.
Right. I don't blame you. It sounds like a lot of fun.
Okay, that's amazing. Jen and Anna, thank you so much for being with us today. You guys do amazing work, and we want to make sure that everyone knows about all the awesome events you put on. But before you leave, it's time for Quick Round Trivia. Okay, have you guys seen the podcast yet? Okay, so we are going to ask you some quick round trivia. Do you have something you want to say before that?
Yes.
Okay, what is it?
I didn't have this last week because I was looking for something a little more local.
So excited that he didn't tell him.
But I found this Black Eyed Susan branded hot sauce. They say they're from Frederick.
Really?
So if you'd like to try some of this hot sauce before you answer some questions, I've done a spoon. Learn from Guyan.
You can also just comment on how lovely the hot sauce is. We've been warned.
I've had some already, and it's actually very good.
Very nice. Okay, so we're going to hop into the questions.
An yes or no?
Beautiful color.
Yeah.
Right. That was very politically correct. That's a gorgeous yellow. Okay, you guys, ready for the first question? Okay. How much does the U.S. spend on fireworks for the 4th of July each year? Ballpark.
The whole U.S.
Whole U.S.
5 million.
Okay. A million. Okay. The answer is $1 billion. Yeah. That's a lot of money. Okay, go.
All right. Question right near to my heart. What food is most commonly eaten on the 4th of July?
Hot dogs.
That's it.
Okay, this is a shout out for the garden tour. What is the most famous spring flower grown in the U.S.?
Daffodil.
If they daffodil too. The other one, like an Easter flower. Not a tulip. Whoa, what she made a piece out? We're gonna go with tulip. Thank you to help me. It's so weird. Face, do not breathe both the way.
Okay, and last but not least,
All right.
we have 4. We had the other question. Go ahead.
In what year did Frederick's summer concert series at Baker Park first begin?
9?
We have, I might defer to you. We have 86. Does that sound right?
Oh. No, I think it's older from that.
Okay, that's on me. Except
I just read them.
You guys did so awesome. Again, thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate it. Everyone, check out all the events. Can you give a plug for the website? What is the website?
Yeah, celeratefrederick.com.
CelebrateFrederick.com. Check out all the events. Yes. And we will obviously plug it on social media as it gets closer. But thank you guys so much for being here. And we will be right back.
Located in beautiful Frederick, Maryland, this city-owned golf course is only 2 miles from historic downtown Frederick. Golfers of all skill levels will find a variety of services to enhance their overall experience at Clustered Spires. Beautiful and affordable, Clustered Spires Golf Club is Frederick Golf at its finest.
Ready? 5, 4, 2.
Gonna be my time to shine.
Right.
And we are back, and we just had a fantastic interview with Jen and Anna.
That was great.
I loved hearing from them, but they did not love your hot sauce.
No, they like the color. I mean, look,
It's yellow.
It's yellow.
They said it's yellow. I don't think anybody wants to try your hot sauce.
It has pineapple juice in it.
Yeah. Wait, producer Leonis, get in here.
I mean, if it's from Frederick, I gotta try it.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, guys, for those of you
Spices here at Frederick.
For those of you who don't know Lance, he is also known as DJ Lazy River.
I gave my cover away.
Oh, he's like Batman. You're not allowed to know he's also DJ Lazy River, and
You need to know me by my music.
he will be DJing at the fishing rodeo on April 5th. Okay,
Yeah,
here we're
cool
going.
events that I'll be at for the public to hear.
What else?
Tunes. So we got the fishing rodeo,
Yep.
Wreck Fest.
Wreck Fest on the 19th.
Yep, and then we just finished up the arch groundbreaking ceremony.
Yeah, so which was fun to dance to, which we remarked upon. Okay, let's go.
Let's take a whiff.
Okay. Oh, burns the nostrils. Okay, we'll see how it is.
Trinidad thyme. Yes. So
Okay, please don't take too much.
Trinidad peppers in it, apparently.
Don't take too much.
Yeah,
Lance is trying. For those of you who are on audio, Lance is trying.
First off, I must say, when Ed brought this out in the first episode, I'm like, where are we going with this? And now here we are, episode
5 or so.
5 or 6. And you're the one. Here I am.
Just someone have water for him just in case. Ready? Okay. What do we say?
And you fucking burst.
Here, all right, but it's.
I'll go back to what.
There you have it, guys.
What a trooper.
DJ Lazy. Okay, that was wonderful. Okay, for those of you watching on video who just saw that beautiful display, we also have beautiful artwork behind us by Julia Schrecengost. It's entitled Time Bleeds a Rusty Red. It's right behind Ed. It's from the current Art in City Hall exhibition, Embodied Intersectional Experiences of Womanhood, and it's on view at City Hall. It's closing soon, so it's through April 3rd. I think this is going to drop the March 31st. The exhibit explores themes of how artists interpret their personal relationship to womanhood, societal projections of womanhood, gender and identity exploration, and more. And our next exhibition is going to be for the month of the young child. That's in April, and we're going to be hosting a cultural celebration panel on April 1st at New Spire Arts. And it's going to be with local nonprofits dedicated to supporting children. Head to our website to learn more. We will be there.
Yes, unfortunately, I'm only a few years older than what's required for both the young child.
Ed is going on this thing where he's 25. So we're going to keep going with it. Okay, what else do we have?
Well, we will be holding our next city council public meeting on April the 3rd at 6 p.m. here in City Hall. To check out our full listing of public meetings, head on over to our website at cityoffrederickmd.gov.
Wonderful.
And then April NAC meetings are continuing on and on with our community engagement specialist, Shawan Brightful.
The Shawan
Brightful. You can find the dates and locations for each NAC meeting on our website. Again, cityoffrederickmd.gov.
She also updates the Facebook.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yes.
Yep.
Our city parks and rec, you may have met them last week, have a ton of events coming up. With April 19th, we have a huge recreation festival with egg hunts, the Tally Open House, Touch a Truck, Earth Day, and that'll be at Baker Park and the Tally Rec Center.
As DJ'd by DJ Lazy River.
Yes, okay. Lazy River.
Yep.
We also have a brand new agricultural program that is available to them.
Yes.
And you can peruse their catalog on the website. Yes. With all the programs and classes. So don't forget to check out some of their summer camp offerings for all the kiddos.
Yes. And our next podcast episode is going to be dropping on or around April 7th. And we want to hear from you.
Yes.
We always want to hear from you. Please email us at behindthespires@cityoffrederickmd.gov. That is
Behind the Spires at cityoffrederickmd.gov.
Behind the City Spires.
City Spires.
Behind the Spires at cityoffrederickmd.gov to let us know what you want to hear, what questions you have. We got a few questions about programs or resources for federal employees. So we're going to be having a special episode about that. We got a couple questions about people wondering about programs for seniors. We just had an awesome groundbreaking for the first recreation available geared just towards seniors. We're going to be talking about that next episode.
Mm-hmm.
And we also might have a full episode on that as well.
Sure, yeah.
Hey.
And when you're emailing, we want to hear your comments, what we do well, what we don't do well, whatever.
Only what I do well, not only
what Molly does.
Okay, no, I'm just kidding.
And you know what? If we like it, maybe we'll read it on air.
Yes, I would love to.
Remember, though,
like and subscribe
to us on Spotify, Apple, Amazon, and YouTube. Also, before we dip back behind the spires, we ask just one teeny tiny little favor. Tell your friends about us and your time here at Behind the Spires. And if you get a chance, leave us a 5-star review.
He said a simple 5-star review.
A simple 5-star review. You can even do that right in your own podcasting app, and your support will help us grow. And of course, we would really appreciate it.
We love it. We are so excited about this podcast. So we are excited to continue doing it and getting all your feedback.
Yes, definitely one of my favorite perks of the week is getting to sit here and enjoy the podcast
Me?
with you.
Oh, thanks. Okay. Leaving with a nice note.
Leaving with a nice note.
Okay.
But thanks for hanging out with us behind the spires. And remember, kindness costs us nothing, but it means everything.
Oh my gosh. So heartfelt. Bye, guys.